Hey, wondering whether I should mute. Hey guys, it's another video, and I wanted to talk about love. But I guess if I want to talk about love, I gotta be real with it. I got to be real with it. So, since I want to talk about love, I just got to be honest, and I don't have to do too much. But I wrote on my whiteboard that talking is portals, and what is real and not real, and ask questions. You're the answer, our existence, and to trust in the divine mother. So, I'm watching number 20, which is a smoke and talk, right? I used to number my YouTube videos, and I just posted one where I numbered it. Now we're on 62. That's funny. So the next video is going to be 63. Interesting. And I feel like I lost structure when I stopped numbering them. And if I'm being honest, like, I have a lot of videos, right? Like, every video was made out of love. But the more that I look at videos with other people in them, I'm like, those were the videos that I wanted to archive. Like the ones with Bliss, and that's not actually her name. I said that. She has the same name as my mother. And I feel like I was afraid to say that like entities, or just like, you can't fool me, right? And this video where we did 14 grams together was on my mother's birthday. So you can't fool me, bitch. You can't fool me. And like, try, and like that trip, I kind of don't even want to watch back, but I know I'm gonna have to. And like, when I was talking to people, they were just always making comments about how like they could tell things about her that I guess I wouldn't notice because I was on the trip. And I'm still being a bit reserved for some reason, even though it's my channel. But long story short, everybody thought that she was lifeless, and like, it was all me. Which, when I think about it, like, she looks like me because she's my mother in another timeline, or at least tried to be. And that makes me uncomfortable, but it also is like, imagine if I didn't document this shit. Everything that I did was out of love. Like, everything I did was out of love. That's why my channel can be like this, and I don't monetize off of it, because I don't want to. Like, I do monetize off of it in real life. Like, I'm so in love, and it's like, I started archiving because I forgot about love. even that shroom trip was love. Like, I realized I was God. That was what tripping with other people was for. To know that everything that I've done alone, somebody was there with me, just not physically. So it's nice to be the physical embodiment of the spirit who's always been with me. And now I know the name of the spirit that was always with me. And it's like, spiritual things are dense when they come into the 3D. And the reason why I don't have any gas or any mushrooms is because I'm archiving all the videos that I made with these substances. Like, these substances love me, regardless of the person who gave them to me or the way that they treated me, like anything like that. Yeah, I alchemize everything into love. And like, I'm looking at my posts and I'm feeling the energy in like my TikToks and my YouTube, and I'm like, no, I'm actually cool. And like, me and my husband, like, we're really cool. But I'm afraid, yeah, or at least I was afraid to try again, which is why the last video, which is 61, is don't be afraid to try again. But I had a lot of energy right now that I needed to alchemize, because we release a lot and it feels good. And all of these videos were a different kind of release. And I thought that I had to like stop one and do the other, but turns out you can do both. I can do both. And my voice is sex. I'm not even gonna act like it's not. So if I know who I am and I make sure that my daily conversations are with people that actually care or deserve to hear my voice. It's not even about deserving, it's about planting seeds where you want them to grow. Because when I was shrooming with her and making the videos about my mom and all these things, it was like planting on like unsustainable ground. Like, nothing can grow here because I'm just talking about the same things. And everybody was like, you know, I'm happy for you and all of that good stuff. Like, that was nice, but I didn't post it for the reaction. Neither am I doing it now. And I realized why I'm so afraid to talk about her is because she's still watching me. Because like, she still looks like me, and she still wears my necklace, and she does, like, you know, she still wears like things that I own. I have nothing that anybody has ever given me. Like, when I met my husband, I was like, okay, but I was already preparing anyway. But now I have like nothing, and nothing is everything. I've never looked so good. I've never looked so good. And I think I'm just uncomfortable knowing that other people are living, or at least trying to tap into my past timelines, because it's like, how am I gonna tap into a new one if somebody's still acting like my old one? I added my mom, like, I added Lucy to my game. That's the person. That's the one that showed up as my girlfriend, and the one that I live with, I guess. I don't live with her though. See, if you haven't really tapped in yet, you will think that everything that I'm saying is insane, and I'm telling you now, unsubscribe. I'm not sending you into psychosis because of, like, don't blame me for things that you don't understand. If you don't understand it, you're not meant to, and leave it there. Like, but this is how I learned to fly, talking. And that's how these people met me, by talking. That's why she wanted to be on my YouTube channel so bad, talking. And it was like, the minute that she got on, I started like hating myself. But the moment that I like started talking about my husband, like, no, I'm not gonna lie, floodgates. It's never been better. And I can see why there's like not a lack of money, a lack of the flow of it to me. Because like if people are wearing things like that Kimmy used to wear, and like, you know, they're still holding on to me, like, but now I know, now that I'm conscious that people are still watching me, it's time for you to let go, Lucy. It's time for you to let go. Take the necklace off. I don't even want it back. I don't want the dresses back. Like, that was the thing. I wanted to go and get those things back. And like my friend, right, at the time, Mitch, and he watches me too. He was meant to come with me to get them, but I think they both know each other. That's why he never came. Every time I tried to introduce them, like, you know, there was just some things, or there was just some people where I would introduce them and it felt like they already knew each other. I'm like, okay. So y'all niggas want to play like that. This isn't love, bro. And I think when they see the love in me, yeah, they want to convince themselves that they love me, but really they just want to take the loving energy. That's all. She used to just buy things for me, like, and that's fine. But it's not like that with him. And I don't know, maybe subconsciously I always knew that I wanted to get married and I couldn't express that. And Lucy, the 27-year-old, her baby dad got married. That's why she was so desperate to do the whole marriage thing. And like, you know, it's like, and then when I found my husband, like, he's talking about marriage, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Like, no, babes, you're just traumatized from like women projecting onto you. And it wasn't women, it was my mother in another timeline trying to marry me. Do you understand how fucked that is? Why I had to get rid of everything, why I operate from a place of rest. Like, we can do all the fun and games about psychosis, but when you really sit down and listen to me, you will understand how insane life is. And the people that you think are your people are not. But that's why I'm alchemizing it all into love, right? And all of this trauma, yeah, I wasn't talking about it. That's the thing. That's what people want to take my voice. Like the singing and like it's not even about singing, because talking is singing. Everything is a song. And this song is love. And Kenny said that the main ingredient in alchemy is love. So I can be uncomfortable to talk about it, but we love each other too much to like let it stop us type shit. And there are some things that I don't need to talk about, I just need to say it. There are some things that he just needs to be there to observe. Like, I know what I'm doing in my waking reality. I don't need to talk about it. Like, our relationship dynamic almost kind of like scares me in a beautiful way, because I thought that it had to be this one way. People were always telling me marriage about this and marriage about that. And if I really sit and think about my life, yeah, somebody's always made a comment about marriage and it was always negative. So obviously when the time presents itself to me, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna say something negative. But when I stripped away from everything that I ever knew, and the only thing I had left was my voice, I said, okay, maybe I do want to get married. Like, the idea of somebody wanting to spend a long time with me is not insane, and me wanting to do that with them, it was just because I played house with people for so long that didn't truly love me. I was in relationships with people that didn't truly love me. even touching her was horrific, if I'm being honest. It felt just like my mother. That's how I know it's the same entity or the same spirit in all of these people. So when I actually found my one, everybody tried to make me feel like he wasn't my one, which confirmed even more that he was my one. And then they come back and they're like, I'm proud of you, you know? Like, I'm not saying that she knows, that she's my mom in another timeline. I'm not saying that. Sometimes these people, like, life is too complex, right? There's so many, like, layers to things. I didn't know I was Blue Lotus until Lucy took my packet of Blue Lotus. And the more that I asked her for the packet back, the more I realized that I am the packet. The entire plant. So if I don't have access to it right now, that was the physical manifestation of everything that she's been doing up until this moment. Even when I was dating Lucy, she didn't smoke no weed. And that was fine. You know what? It was even, like, way better that she didn't. But the reason why I had to come back to London after getting married is because of everybody that is physically holding me here let go of me. Like, it gets to a point now, because I don't have any physical things here. I don't have anything, like, there's no reason for me to be here, if I'm being honest. Let go of me. Lucy, Cass, Mitch, I will name names. Don't piss me off, because I know everybody's watching. Robert, let go of me. Let go of me, bro. Like, I'm too protected for this shit. And, like, the universe was like, listen, if you don't talk, nothing's gonna change, because they're still holding on to words that I said before. In her mind, in Lucy's mind, she's like, oh, you know, we're probably gonna get married. Fuck you. We are never gonna get married. We never were. Like, the first time she messaged me, she said, she just was mentioning how, like, cool I was and she liked my content, and, like, honestly, I don't even remember the first conversation, which is a glitch. Anyways, she says that she gets shrooms for free and that she wants to give me some. Like, her brother grows shrooms and she just wants to give me some. And me being, like, the idiot, I'm not even being an idiot. Like, I just didn't want to be, like, I said, okay, cool, that's amazing, but the first batch, like, let's do it together. That's what I said, because, like, okay, you want to give me some, that's great, but, like, I don't know where you got them, and I don't know you. I'd rather, like, trip with you and you give me some to take home. That's what happened. The first trip, that was what happened. The 6 grams in Hampstead Heath. And I'm wearing, and the green dress that I wore, she has it. The green scarf that I wore, she has it. You never liked me. You just wanted to be me. And that's okay. But even now, you're still not doing it. The clothes are still there. Like, I can see it. Like, I'm, like, wondering why I'm not remembering my dreams. And then my spiritual father, right? I was listening to him before I went to sleep. I was listening to Prophet Lovi. This guy comes to me now. He's like, I was like, why am I not in LA? Like, what's going on? Because, like, I want to go to his church. Like, I just want to go one time. I want to go one time on shrooms. Real shit. I've done that a few times in London, but I need to do it in another country. And, like, he was like, read your notebook. And in my notebook, I basically wrote, like, a couple names of people who were siphoning my energy at the time on shrooms. I was on shrooms in by the lake, and, like, I had just gotten off the phone, with my husband and, like, a few other people. And I was, like, writing down these names. Simona was included in there. You are the biggest siphon of energy I've ever seen. You came to me on my birthday with cat eye contacts. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, you had pictures of Midnight on your Instagram. Midnight doesn't like you. You tried to be and when I did have a girlfriend, that was when you were, like, texting me every day. Like you wanted to be my girlfriend. Like, it's like whenever I'm in a relationship, that's when everybody wants me. No, you don't get to have me like that. When I'm gone, that's when everybody wants to know where I'm at. When Midnight's not here, that's when everybody wants to know where he is. You don't get to know where Midnight is, and you don't get to know where my husband is either. Like, not me being afraid, yeah, because of people. Again, I'm done. Because you already know my voice is way too godly for that. Like, even now as I'm talking, like, there's not one rude, like, bone in my body. I'm just being real. And people can't stand a pretty woman saying how it is. Let go of me. The last video was called Time to Get Angry. Let go of me. And now I know, yeah, one by one, y'all niggas are gonna come to my door. It's either you're gonna give me the shit or you're gonna throw it away. Anything that you have tied to Kimmy, you are going to throw it away. Real shit. Or there is gonna be some problems in your life now. I promise you. Real life problems. I'm sitting here. Look at me. I'm chilling. Like, I'm not coming for you. I'm not sending for you. Why did I never show up at your house? Because the universe never told me to do that. I'm too classy for that. That's what people want me to. They want me to be like that woman that, like, you know, that keys cars and, like, you know, like, take, you know, oh, like, give me my clothes back. And, like, I wasn't that person. As soon as I block, I'm done. Cass has, like, Kimmy's ID and, like, my whole backpack is there. It's either you're gonna bring it to my door or you're going to throw it away. Do the easier option for both of us and throw it away. But if you really can't do that, bring it to me. You know where I live. You know where I am. Come up to me. Come up to me and meet me. I am no longer coming down to meet you guys. It's too noisy where you're at. Come up to meet me. And if you can't come up to meet me, stay there and throw the shit away. You will know what to do. You will know what to do, because I was mixing up the good people with the bad, man. The people that have been watching my YouTube from when I had 10 subscribers, bro. 10 subscribers. I have like 96 now. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Considering the people that I just mentioned that are definitely not subscribed. And when I started posting Lucy's son, Kai, right? I was like, they've taken my son. Everybody thought that I meant this physical boy. She has taken my life force. She regrets having him. And she has a DUI. So obviously, like, the reason why I have no children is because everybody in my life here, every woman in my life that has a child regrets having that child. How can I have a child? I can't have a child. I can't birth anything here. Everything here, yeah, is regret. So now I'm sitting in a room full of hopes and dreams that are actually me. And, like, the other versions are looking at me like, girl, if only you knew what was going on in this land. I said, damn, everybody's unhappy. Everybody, nah. They gotta be an awakened soul somewhere. And there are. But they're not sitting on TikTok. They're not messy. It's the videos like these that they're gonna find. When I, like, and it's because I'm up in my castle now that, you know, I'm not really gonna meet people outside unless Mother Nature tells me to go to a specific place outside. But I used to meet people all the time when I was outside, and, like, they'd start conversation with me, and but even that, you know, like, is still a bit questionable. So there's one time that I walked to Brixton, I condom jumped, and I didn't complete the quantum jump because of fear. And then I called someone who was never my friend, which, like, fucked the quantum jump completely. And then this girl, she came up to me and she was like, you're so beautiful, like, can I please take a picture? Because she's a photographer. And I let her. And then she said, can I touch your hair? And I let her. I have not let anybody touch my hair since I gave it to God. I dyed my hair like when I had locks a while back. I don't know how long ago now, because I'm not, there's no time here. But when I did have like reddish ginger hair, it was the day before I did shrooms for the first time. I dyed my hair and I was like, yo, like, God, do what you want with my hair. Do what you want, because I know you can do a better job than me. It took me so long to even get locks anyways, because I was constantly asking instead of just doing. And then eventually I just started my locks myself. And then I was like, God, ain't nobody touching my head ever again, because I already knew why I was always so confused, because different people are touching my head. And I was like, nah. Then that's when I learned to do like my male friends' hair, because I didn't like the fact that other people were touching their heads. And like, then I meet a woman who has the same hair color from that time and is acting the exact same way that I acted at that time. When I shroomed with her, I said that I was like, she looks like 19-year-old me. Well, I said, surely not, because she's 27, or at least that's what she said. And she told me her name was Bliss. So what could I really do? Like, I've actually been manipulated time and time again, and I've let it slide. Don't get me started on Cass. That's a different video. I'm not here to vent. I'm here to let you know that these are just different names in my reality that exist in yours. And it was like every time we did shrooms, all I'm hearing is love yourself. I'm like, oh, do I not love myself in this relationship? The shrooms are telling me that she's cheating. How could I tell her that? I couldn't tell anybody that. I've got videos up of her. The shrooms are telling me to leave at 2 a.m. After a certain point, she would go to sleep. So all of these shroom trips, just to take me away from my one. All these people holding me in different timelines, like they will use anything to hold me, like money, and yesterday, right, I had no electricity, right? The first instinct is to like call your mother or like whoever pays, but I pay for everything. So I sat here and I was like, I charge everything, hold on, I've been here before. And then I orgasmed and I went to sleep. I went to sleep and I saw Papa Lloyd. That was the first time he spoke to me and was like, bro, you know you're not meant to be here, right? I was like, yeah, but I don't know how to move from here. He's like, you need to talk. I'm like, oh, of course. Of course, it's the throat chakra. Of course. I've only shroomed with my husband a few times. And those few times have been like I won't say I regret tripping with other people, because I don't, because I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't, because I wouldn't have these videos and all that thing. But it just made so much sense why people kept trying to throw everything at me, because they know like that's all they can do. Like there's nothing within them. He has everything that I need and more, and I have everything he needs. So if all it takes is one shroom trip, yeah, obviously I'm gonna have to now think about all the other times when people were it was like when I was friends with Cass, right? He had shrooms in abundance. Now imagine, yeah, if I took those shrooms, like I would be a bag, like that amount would be how farther away I am from my husband, because I didn't take it. Because like, do you know what I mean? You can only throw abundance so much in my face for me to realize this ain't even abundance for real. Now you don't want to give me time to myself. I always know that there's something wrong when people don't want to give me time to myself, to think, to breathe. Like, What are you hiding? Why don't you want me to think of my own? And like sometimes I catch myself, it's not even being attached, right? But like I catch myself wanting to be with him all the time. And that's not a bad thing. But it's also like our relationship is different and it's healthy, so he needs time alone. We both need time alone. You could say that this is my time alone, but it's a bit different because he's God in my game. He's my observer, so he observes everything. I don't need to observe everything in his reality yet, not until I'm physically there. And like, there's certain things I need to do before I'm physically there again. Because I jumped without my phone. This time I'm jumping with my phone. I jumped without my phone because I'm not talking. And then I archive everything. But I archived everything because of y'all, not me. I'm cool as hell. Like, I'm not afraid to talk about past experiences, especially now. We'll let the sirens go. Sirens always be playing while I'm talking. Always. It's like that's like my little monitor. I'm like, oh, okay, at least I know everybody's listening. Because I'm sorry, like there's no need for that at 7:58 a.m. I remember, like, I ate an edible and I made a YouTube video. I'm looking at it. It's a smoke and talk, alignment, matrix, tattoo tool. I might unarchive it. Let me unarchive it, and I'm gonna watch this one after. I'm following my intuition, and whatever she wants to birth, she's gonna birth. But these dreams and ambitions on my wall, yeah, are tied to these videos. Even the ones with the people that I don't talk to, like, you can just, and then she calls herself Bliss the Goddess, but she had no spiritual revelations about anything, not Jesus, like nothing. I was like, I said it in another video, I was like, I want to be with someone who, like, I'm not afraid to share my relationship with Jesus, but like, man or woman, yeah, like, that's, Jesus isn't defined by a gender. You just don't have any like spiritual revelation about anything. She lied about doing ayahuasca. It's like, what are you doing, bro? I went to this prayer conference. Oh yeah, this one, like the NSPPD, right? That was really cool with Pastor Jerry. That was amazing. And then she was like, and then that day I saw a Tesla. Yo, hold the front door. I was meant to receive it then. Jesus. And you know what I did? I went to her house. So it's kind of like the manifestations are kind of killed depending on who you talk to. Now, would I say that the manifestations are killed at my house? No, not anymore, because everything is on my wall now and I'm staying still. Like, I'm staying still. I'm like this. I'm like operating from a place of rest. I'm actually letting my nervous system do some things and regulate. I'm preparing my body to have a child. Like, again, I've done this before and I'm doing it again. I've quantum jumped before and I'm doing it again. And like, all of these things that I'm too beautiful to like worry, That's the truth. And that's the real truth. And like, the more that I posted midnight, yeah, the less he wanted to be seen, honestly. Like, he don't really like y'all. Midnight doesn't really fuck with anybody in my waking reality. And I understand why. Like, him and Kenny are the only people that like accept all versions of me. Some of y'all be holding on to one. There's infinite versions of you. Do you know what infinite means? Like, you don't even try to be somebody else. Or try to be a new person, or just a new version of yourself. Don't try to be someone else. a new version of yourself. And I remember Lucy, like, she never told me. She told me she went to LA last year. I said, whoa, tapping into my timeline again. Because if she wasn't tapping into my timeline, she would have said that. You'd freely share the places you've gone on holiday to, and all these dreams and ambitions that people have, they're all mine. Like, nobody got an original thought for nothing. I remember, right, when I was dating Lucy, that was when I had the revelation that I want to have a pastry shop. Like, that was when I was real, like, I wrote it down. Sarayu means breath of wind. It means like a space to breathe. Like, you can go there and smoke. I wanted to have like one bit for like non-smokers and then the other bit for like the weed smokers. It's in LA, bro. And then the more that I was telling her about this pastry stuff, it was like, the more she was like cooking, but it wasn't pastries. She was just like trying to channel what I want, but it was translating as like me, which is fine. But it was like every meal that I ate with her, or like the more time I spent with her, the further away I went from my dreams. So like, if the universe is telling me to stay here, all that means is just alignment. It's just alignment. And then the electricity, right, was almost like an indicator, like, yeah, I'm the power. And it's like, all I need to do is sit here and use my devices. I just need to exist with my husband. Like, bro, we done everything we need to do, baby. It's time to talk. It's time to talk. And honestly, when I was thinking about like picking up and all that, I was like, I'm not doing that, considering how many of y'all was trying to, if I think about how many people were desperate to smoke with me, always giving me weed, like all of these things, like y'all weren't being nice. Like, you just know that giving to me redeems you. You will have a good day tomorrow if you give to me, genuinely, because I'm God. That's how giving works. It's why the wealth is in animals and children, and why, like, even when like people's worlds are crashing, like, their saving grace is their children and their animals, because that's it's you. It's the most raw, authentic form. But we live in a world where we don't even let children breathe, bro. And I remember when we would spend time with our son Kai, and I'm like, do you remember like being that age? She's like, nah. I'm like, oh, same. So we're both acknowledging the fact that we don't remember what it's like to be this age, and yet we still don't acknowledge this child. Like, if we're, obviously he's not going to make sense to us because we don't remember what it's like to be him. He just wants to go outside and play. But I'm saying no because I had an argument with his mommy, and I'm like, oh no, mommy's feeling ill today. Nigga, he's not stupid. He wants to know, are you gonna take me outside regardless of what the people think? And I didn't. Now it's different. Me and Kenny have too many children. Way too many. Because we have good sex all the time. Sorry. Nigga, like, I'm not afraid anymore. If my voice is sex, you're gonna know who's listening to it. That's the truth. Don't be afraid to try again. And if you don't like this version of me, I'm telling you, like, unsubscribe. There's so many videos, like, further down that you can resonate with. If you don't like this version of me, I'm morphing by the second. I can't, like, get right or get left. You have to keep up with me. And not everybody in London is bad. That's the truth. Nah. Because if everybody in London is bad, that includes me too. But it's time to let my people come up and find me, bro. I was talking about Amsterdam at the beginning of my videos, and then at the beginning of my YouTube videos, and then I had at least 10 friends from there. Nina, I know you're watching this. Yeah. Hello, Nina. I was meant to go to Amsterdam time ago. Every time I talk about a country, I meet people from there, and that's the thing, because the wealth is in people. So if the wealth is in people, the poverty can also be in people. If the wealth is in animals and children, the poverty can also be in animals and children. Life is not either or, it's both and. Love yourself and open your mouth. That's one of the videos of the titles of one of my other videos. I just saw it. Love yourself and open your mouth. But yeah, this video is done. This was a great video. The people are hungry, and honestly, so am I. I'm gonna eat physically, but the people are hungry, and now you have been fed. I've been fed, you've been fed, we've been fed. That's how it's meant to be. No more sucking on my life force. No more chilling in my womb. I was calling Trey my son for so long, to the point where I lost sight of my actual son. Because he's still watching me too. I can feel all of this. And I was upset that I didn't have any weed, but thank God I don't have any. Thank God I don't, because people are smoking looking for me. Where are you? Right now I'm under the radar. I cannot be found. Literally. I can't be found. So the people are wondering what's going on. Let me tell you. I've ascended. Come up and meet me. And you don't have to. But that's the only way you're gonna find me. It's time to eat. This is the 888 gate. It's a strong frequency that not everybody can stay at. You have to maintain that shit on your own. I can't help you get there. And my voice can only carry you for so long. I have my own shit to do. I have my own songs to sing. And I have my own family to look after and love. I have my own husband to see. There's a different type of life that I'm trying to document. And I can't filter that out because of people on the screen, bruh. That shit is sad. Yeah. That's literally all. That's all. Keep praying. Keep loving. Alchemize everything in a love. And watch the blessings flow. I'm gonna take my hair out these braids and have this nice curly effect. My hair was very blue before. Now it's like aqua. I added a little dye, so it's giving it's giving part of the land and the sea. It was more like blue, like my bikini top, but now it's a lot more like bluish green. And I love it. You can just tell I'm in a hot country. Look at the way I'm sitting. Look at the way that I act. I'm in Thailand. But the real question is, why am I not in Thailand? Because Robert was saving up to backpack Thailand in January. I don't actually know if he's in Thailand right now, but just know that you took my download. 2, I don't think you're in Thailand though. Nah, I would know. 2, then when I told Lucy, the 27-year-old, about Thailand, suddenly we started planning Thailand in January. Okay. Enough. I'm the one going to Thailand. Enough. Find your own things to do, man. And I remember I was like, are we not going with Kai? Are we not going with your son? But don't worry. When I go to Thailand, I will go with my husband and my son. I will show you how to travel the world. I'll show you how to do it right. That's why you gotta pay for shit. That's why you gotta go and come back. That's why it's always too much, because you're not doing it right. Let me show you how to travel my world. Divine's way. This is the portal that I needed to open.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my god, they're taking videos of me. Okay, cool.
My boy hungry right now.
You can taste the love in it.